We begin with that breaking news. Former USC gynecologist George Tyndall has been found dead at his home.
Tyndall was awaiting trial on more than 24 criminal counts of sexual misconduct. He had pleaded not guilty and was free on bond. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell is live at Redondo Beach with the latest, including reaction from his alleged victims. Josh.
David, we just spoke with one of Dr. George Tyndall's alleged victims. There was a payout, as you remember, $1.1 billion, but his victims tell me that's not what they wanted. They wanted to face Dr. George Tyndall in court. That day will never come. When former USC student-athlete Nicole Haynes received news that former USC gynecologist Dr. George Tyndall passed away Wednesday at the age of 76, frustration and anger took over.
It just took me to, oh my gosh, me or none of the survivors, the thousands of us out there, will ever get the opportunity to face him in court and just tell him exactly what he did to us and how that impacted our lives. So it just was really disappointing.
Haynes says Tyndall sexually assaulted her years ago in his USC campus office during a visit related to food poisoning she was suffering from. Tyndall was supposed to stand trial next year, and many of his victims were planning to testify.
This had a lifetime of impact on thousands of women. It never should have happened. I think they were looking forward to seeing him rot in hell. And I think he got off easy.
The criminal complaint against Tyndall alleges 18 felony counts of sexual penetration of an unconscious person and 9 felony counts of sexual battery by fraud that occurred between 2009 and 2016. Tyndall's lawyer said he's 99% sure his client died of natural causes, adding, "It is unfortunate that the criminal charges will not be resolved by a jury. In a court of law, Dr. Tyndall has adamantly denied every one of the charges against him. All he ever wanted was his day in court, which he was confident would end in his complete exoneration. Now neither he nor his accusers will have their day in court, and that is indeed unfortunate."
It should not have taken this long. It's very disheartening and disappointing to all of us. Like, you did this. There's thousands of people who have shared the same story, similarly, little differences, but at the end of the day, he did abuse all of us, and he should have paid.
In a statement, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office said in part, "Sadly, our system oftentimes moves at a slow pace, especially when the courts were forced to grind to a halt during an unprecedented global pandemic. None of this will change the incredible harm that the victims have suffered. Our thoughts go out to them during this difficult time. We want to assure them that while they will not get the justice that they deserve, our victim services remain available to support them throughout their journey to healing." And George Tyndall was arrested back in 2019. He had been living at home awaiting trial, where he was found yesterday by a friend and then later pronounced dead.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.